Ecuador will return to the polls on April the 13th to elect the country's president after neither of the two most voted candidates, Luisa González and Daniel Noboa, obtain a difference of +1 of the valid votes, nor the first person with difference of 10 points over the second. Let's see more details.
Después de una jornada electoral extensa,
after a long election day, Ecuador is preparing for a second round of elections to be held on April 13th. This after the National Electoral Council confirmed on February 9th that the candidates with the highest scores, Luisa González and Daniel Noboa, did not obtain 40% with a difference of 10 points over the second to win in the first round.
For Pablo
Meriguet, political analyst, the results reflect the urgency of a change of mandate in the country. Otherwise, he indicates, the margin of difference in the tallies, which present less than 1 point of difference, should be greater.
I believe this is a result that few people expected, that is to say, such a radical polarization, a very strong polarization was expected, but it was not expected that both positions would agglutinate almost 89% of the votes. Nobody saw that coming. In fact, now it is almost vis-a-vis the two. In fact, there is less than a percentage point difference in the valid votes. And that showed that something has changed in the Ecuador.
But what are the problems that the new command will face? What changes should it implement? For citizens, one of the main problems that requires urgent attention is the security crisis, which according to figures from the National Police, violent deaths in January reached 750 cases. It is also important to note that, according to figures from the Ministry of the Interior, between January and December 15, 2024, an average of 19 people were murdered every day.
The Ecuadorian people must realize that we definitely have to look for economic development and educational preparation. In short, because it is so ugly that people have to speak badly of Ecuador abroad, when Ecuador had a very specific name worldwide. Because we were doing well, and now we have to hide in fear. What a shame.
The energy crisis is another of the main points to be faced, because this crisis has resulted in economic losses. For example, according to the productive sector, power outages generate around $4 billion in losses per month, while in the industrial sector alone, an estimated $20 million are lost every night of blackout.
The new government would have to face many issues, such as insecurity, everything. The country is in pieces. The country needs a true leader to take the country forward.
Citizens remain expectant for the elections on April 13th, when Ecuador will elect the president for a period of 4 years, that is, until 2029.